Okay, so we're just giving people a little time to come in. Make sure that you are smashing that notification bell. You can also share this live if you like, or tag a few people that you think this would be good for. And don't be shy, because this is a place to discuss things. You don't have to be a veteran to really have input, because I learn from people every day in the lives and in life. So this is not a place where if you're not seasoned, you can't speak up. This is a place to kind of get the discussion going, to kind of get the mind brewing, so we can all make money in the beauty industry, okay? And you can invite people or share with people who may not necessarily be nail techs, because this is anyone in the beauty industry or for an entrepreneur overall. So just sit back and we'll come on soon. Thanks for your support. This track is so funny to me. I just had to throw it in because the emotions be running high, honey. But I'm coming soon. Just hold on. Just giving people time to come on in. Get what you need to get. We're starting soon. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? That's all I want to know. How's everybody doing today? This she. Told you I was coming back. This is she, the coolest nail tech ever. You know, I don't really like saying that, but you know, it is what it is, you know. I'm gonna go ahead and come on camera for you. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Trying to adjust this camera. You know, gotta make sure I look good, because I know for a fact this is gonna be all over. See Chicago with this little raggedy stuff up in here. Turn up the light a little bit. How's everybody doing? Y'all okay? Happy holiday, happy holiday, happy holiday. It's a really good holiday. It's a holiday for the veterans, right? For the veterans, for those who put themselves on the line for us. What's your name? What's your name? Artina Lariano. I'm good. I'm real good. I'm not gonna be on here talking all day. like Chicago be doing. I know she be on here just talking. Y'all look, y'all just talking all day. I can't stand it. I listen to somebody. I don't listen to all that. I don't know how y'all do it, you know. But I tell them to come on here because she she downstairs doing some little stupid arts and crafts project. You know, she thinks she's so creative. She thinks she's so darn creative. But if you are here today, just say hello. You know, let me know you're here, because I just want to talk to you all real fast and talk to you about the experience, because I had an experience the other day. I said, you know what, I need to help her people, because she be talking and saying all this stuff, but she don't be saying what she need to say. You know, like just get to it. You know, so if you're here, just let me know you're here. Just say hi. Let me see who's here. I know it's the holiday, so we might not have a lot of people. Might not have a lot of people. And then when I get to the end of what I want to say, that's when everybody gonna come in. I already know how that go. I already know how that go. But anyway, I'm gonna tell my story real quick. I want to talk about the experience and how you get good clients. How to get the good clients. If you want to have the good clients, you gotta look like a good nail tech. What does it mean to look like a good nail tech? Well, I'm gonna tell you. I'm going to tell you what that means. So we're going to start off with how you look. Okay. If you look at me, even the last time on camera, my hair always laid, you know, and if you got a real good customer coming in, you know, got a little change, you got to look like you got some change. You hear me? You hear me? You got to look like you got some change. Okay. So I had a customer today. He was coming in as a group. You know, he came in with a group of people, and I was like, "Oh, I know I'm doing him. I know I'm doing a big person, so I got to put on everything I own." So I put on my Gucci headband. I put on my Louis Vuitton scarf. I put on my Gucci glasses. I put on my Fendi pouch. You know, I just put my tools and stuff in the Fendi pouch. So I got on my Fendi, my Louis, my Louis. You know, I put on everything I had. Everything I had. And I knew he was coming, so I made sure I got my tooth fixed. And I moved it because it was on the side and you couldn't really see it. And I paid so much for this. So I'm like, let me put it in the front. Let me make sure I put it in the front before he comes. Because when you be dealing with people with money, you got to look like you got a lot of money too. And this is stuff that Chicago don't tell y'all. This is stuff she don't tell you. You put on everything you own. You put on everything you own in front of people that got money. Because that's how you keep people with money. You have a lot of money. So, you know, he came in and he brought his little friends and stuff. So it was me, Chicago, and like two other nail techs, you know, and they did what they did. You know, they did their little thing the best they could. But, you know, I had to hurry up and make sure he was good. So, you know, I'm going to tell you another little secret. Another little secret is the red cup special. I always have me a red cup. I don't drink the red cup because I'm classy, right? I would never drink out my red cup in front of a client. But you always want to have a red cup for your customers. Always, always, always. And then what I did was, because I knew he was coming, I went and I got some of this right here. I went and got some specialty stuff. This is better than what I even normally drink on a day-to-day basis because, you know, it's inflation and all that. I'm about saving the planet. So I drink cheap stuff normally just to kind of save myself. Hey, keep it netty. Keep it netty. I remember you from last time. Hey, keep it netty. Keep it netty. Yeah, so I went and got some stuff, and this right here was $5.99. It's got a good flavor, a good taste. It's Emma Reichart. And you know, I'll be like, I got the Emma today for you when you had a red cup. So that is what you do. It's little things that you do that's gonna keep them coming back to you. You know, so when you got people with the money, you put on all your money, everything you got. See, it don't matter about mixing up brands, you know. See, I got on like 4 different brands, you know. And actually, my little smock thing that I had on, that right there was what is that, Prada? That's Prada. So I had the Prada, I had the Fendi on, I had the Gucci, the Louis, I had all that on at the same time. All of it, to let them know I'm not here to play with them. And the red cup always mean business. Everybody know that anything in the red cup is serious, serious good stuff. Don't nobody put no cheap stuff. So you go ahead, you can spend like $5, $6, splurge a little bit, Get your red cup. Make sure you wearing your best of the best when you're doing your people. So I'm doing his feet, I'm doing them. I'm doing his feet, I'm doing them. I'm doing his feet, I'm doing them. And everything. I'm kikiing, filling up the red cup, filling up the red cup. He said it was good. I already know because it's the Emma. I got the Emma, you know. And I'm filling up the red cup and I'm almost done. And they just sitting up there being regular. They just showed up with their little smock and stuff and showed up their little tray and their little smock talking about how you doing and all that. And I finished before that. I was done. Like, pow, pow, pow. I was doing all these special moves like punching his legs and rubbing his feet. And he was just laid back with his red cup like this, like, oh, this is what I come for. And do you know how much of a tip that man gave me? Yes, my people tip. Your people probably don't tip, but my people, they gonna tip me. They all my people tip me. So if you want to know the secrets, play this video again. You probably gonna want to play the other part out she on the camera, but just play the first part. I know, you ain't gotta tell me, just play the first part of it, and I'm gonna tell you. The key is the red cup and looking like money, like how I look today. Just watch this part. Like, take notes, watch this part. But normally, even though everybody tip, I noticed he a big tipper. Okay, he a big tip. I had to fix my tooth and everything for him. Do you know this man? Y'all, let me press her little button. I know she be pressing buttons when she thinking she's saying something. Let me press it. This thing don't even work. All I did was a little pedicure. Guess how much this man tipped me? How much you think he tipped me on just a pedicure? I ain't even have to do nothing spectacular. Because his feet already good. Because I've been taking care of him for so long. His feet already good. So how much do you think I had to tip him? I mean, how much? Oh, Lord, the Emma done got to me. How much you think he tipped me? Y'all ain't going to believe this. Because I know what I'm doing. It's what I do. It's what I do. I do. So I'm just saying, like, I just want to see what you think. How much do you think this man turned around and tipped me behind my service and hitting him up and all the little special manipulations and stuff that I did on him? I just want to see what you think, because y'all probably ain't used to this type of money, You probably not used to this type of money. But I just want to see if your mind is open, to this type of possibilities for your life. Because it can happen for you. You keep listening to Chicago, if you can tolerate our ass, and you listen to me for real. And how much? Artina said $20. You sound like a bougie person, Artina. You sound like a bougie person, unrealistic person, Artina. Somebody else give me another number. Here she go. Girl, I know it's the holidays. What you need to go back out in the backyard and finish smoking and drinking, whatever it is you're doing, because you sound ridiculous. You sound ridiculous, Artina Lariano. Sound like the cookies. You sound like the cookies. The cookies, the specialty cookies that the old people eat. That's what your name sound like. And give me another number. Give me another number. Give me another number. Sound like cookies. Sound like cookies. Give me a realistic number. How much you think this man tipped me? I'm gonna tell you in a second. Get your mind ready. Get your mind right. All I did was a pedicure. One little pedicure. The way I do it. You get what I'm saying? The way that I do it. And this is how much he gave me. Y'all, this man gave me $6. Six. He normally give me like $2 to $3, but today he gave me $6. And I was like, I knew I hooked it up, because I had everything today. I had my headband on, my scarf, my glasses, and my fanny pack, and I had the red cup, and I went and got some Emma.
He gave me $6 today on a pedicure. Now, Tina, what is all this stuff you saying to me? Because I say your name sound like a cookie. You probably don't know nothing about those cookies because you probably ain't old enough to know about those cookies. It was some Salerno cookies, Salerno cookies. And look at your little hater self. Yeah, I'll take that back. Yeah, your name sound like a cookie. Your name sound like a cookie. Artina Mariano cookie. Yeah, $6, hater. $6, $6. I got $6. Yes. How you think I keep myself like this? How you think I keep myself like this? How you think I keep myself like this? $6. You tell me when somebody gave you $6 and then we could talk. Cookie lady, take your little comment down, cause I don't I'm just saying. So the moral to what I got to say, I don't have to talk all day like Chicago. I normally get $2 to $3 from this customer, but he gave me $6 because I look like I got money. I look like I got money. I presented all the money I had in one time to him so he know what it is. And then I came with the red cup and this, so he knew it was not time to play. Okay? Yeah, you better get with it, cookie lady. A come up is a come up. That's right. A come up is a come up. So, I'm a little aggravated by you anyway, cookie lady. I'm gonna go ahead and get up off here because I don't have to talk all day like Chicago. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna step on out and I'm gonna go get her and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna let her talk to you all because her story probably look I know it's way longer than mine, way longer than mine. But I'm sure she want to talk to you too. So just hold on a second. Let me go get her because I can't take y'all today. Artina Solariano cookie lady done made me mad. Give me a second to let me go get this little boring bride. Hold on. Hello, y'all. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, thanks for the red cup. Go over there. Go over there. Hi, y'all. How are you doing? She gave me some of her drink. She said she had some Emma left over. So I'm like, okay, I'll go ahead and I will try your Emma. I'm sure it's super strong. So, how was everyone doing today? How was everyone doing? I know I've been missing the MIA. And I'm so sorry, Artina, for what she said. That's just how she is. It's a term of endearment when she says anything to you. Don't take it personally. She's just different, but she is one of the coldest nail techs out here. I would not lie. Her personality takes some getting used to, but she knows some stuff. And so if you listen through the cracks, through the little cracks, you'll get some stuff. Oh, you said you sorry. Yeah, she's very sensitive. She's sensitive. But I kept her around for a reason. You'll find out too if you keep watching. You'll see. Oh, next time $12 tip. Oh, I don't know that. You might get on the block list from her. I don't know. I don't know. So again, I'm gonna say, how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? I am Chicago, not she. And I am here, and I do have a message about the title of my message is The Experience. And I guess that was her version of the experience. And for her, it was a come up, right? But for me, the experience is something totally different. And I just want to give you all a quick story time on an experience. For me, a lot of the times when you are working in salons, I just got off of Facebook. I'm going to start out by saying, you miss me? Hey, yeah. I said, oh my God, I have not been on here. I'm going to tell you what, I don't want to be on here too long because you'll understand why after I say this. And I can't even talk about it right now too much because I'm tired and I guess I got to go to sleep or something, right? I actually took on a job at a spa, but I don't know. I might get fired. I know in the morning if I get fired. And it's like, what are you talking about? I can't talk about it now, but I'll tell you later. It just might not be a good fit. And that's going to be a whole nother case study. So I've just been busy because I've had to go through trainings and all this type of stuff. So that's one of the things that's been kind of going on for me. So I've just been kind of busy. That's what it is. And I just got off Facebook Live on one of my other groups. So I'm like, oh, well, I'm already in makeup and everything. Why don't I just go live on here? It's been a minute. And I've been meaning to do it. I didn't forget. I just been too tired or whatever. So that's what's been going on. I don't know what's going to happen with this. And I don't really want to speak on it yet because I will know more concrete information in the next 24 hours. What this, what this life what this change is, because it could be a very temporary change to the point where it was like a quick experience and I could just come make some case studies out of it. Or it could be a more permanent change in my life and then I'll talk about it, speak to it then. So that's what's been happening. I took on a spa position, and that's part of being a licensed nail tech. Being a licensed nail tech, you have options. And that's what I tell people all the time. Even if you follow my channel and you are not licensed, that's why you want to make plans to get a license. And even if you have to do some things you don't want to do for a couple of months, do it. Because once you do it once, you never have to do it again. That's what I tell people all the time. Whatever it is you want to do in your life, make it happen by any means necessary. Because you do it one time, you never have to do it again. Everybody has hard periods in their life. Okay? Everybody. So if you don't want to go through any hard periods, you don't want to go through any you don't want to go through any struggle, any heartache, any pain, you're probably not going to get very far in terms of accomplishing your dreams. That's just what life is all about. And any successful person will tell you that they went through some stuff. You get what I'm saying? And what I've been doing lately, in my downtime, I have been so tired. You ever been so tired that you can't even, this is going to sound stupid maybe to some people, but maybe you get it, maybe you won't. Sometimes you are so tired at the end of the day, you can't even watch a new TV show that you've been wanting to watch because you don't even have the attention span to watch it. Well, that's how I feel. I don't even have the attention. Where am I looking? Right here. I don't even have the attention span to watch anything new. You get what I'm saying? So I've been just like watching old shows. And one of the things I've been watching is Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, like the very first season. It's funny to watch these shows because I'm watching Jocelyn, I'm watching Stevie, I'm watching all of them and watching and just thinking like how the show has evolved, how these people have evolved and all of that. And so everybody goes through something. And most people who don't go through anything, if you talk to those people, every time you talk to them, they're doing the same old thing. Every time you talk to them, what's going on? Nothing. Exactly, nothing. And what has changed? Nothing. Because they didn't go through anything. They didn't put themselves through anything. They didn't take any risk or anything. So nothing happened because they didn't make anything happen. Everything stayed the same. Who wants to go through that type of life? I don't. So, yeah. You said you've been rewatching through some of the same shows on Hulu. Yeah, and it's funny to watch these shows now after watching them back then. Back then we thought it was this, but now after going through life some more, you look back and like, wow, things have evolved. They look better. Some in a better position, some in a worse position. And it just thinks it kind of gives me comfort to watch people's lives evolve because it shows that everybody goes through ebbs and flows in their life. And as long as you put in the effort and do what you're supposed to do, whatever that is, that your life will change. Your life will change one way or the other. It can change for the better, it can change for the worse, depending on the energy that you give. the universe. Whatever energy you give the universe, that is usually what happens. Sometimes weird things happen to earth. I can't explain it, but for the most part. So I'm saying that to say, let's get back to the experience. I want to talk to you about something that happened to me this week. And I've this is my third conversation about this. Let's get into it. Those things have been acting weird today. Have to put in the ticket. So, the experience. Understand that the reason, first of all, we've been talking about how business has been weird post COVID. Business has been really weird. And it's like, oh, people notice that things have not been as slow. Things have not been as busy, blah, 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 blah. Everybody's been saying that, right? I've even been seeing TikToks. I've been going TikTok crazy. I've done about 15 TikToks in the past 2 days, just random stuff. And one thing I have noticed is I've done a little research and I've been asking people, literally, I've been listening to people and I'm like, you don't have to give me a right or wrong answer. I really want to know your real thoughts. Like, what are you really thinking? And so what's happening is, you all, in the nail industry right now is that people, where am I looking? People don't want to make appointments. And it's just that simple. I've had 4 people tell me, I think 3 or 4 people tell me in the past 2 weeks, they just don't like making appointments anymore. And I think it has something to do with being locked in the house and being so confined. People want their freedom, and they want their freedom all the way around to do whatever they want. They don't want to do appointments. Like, appointments are especially aggravating for people right now. And that is one of the reasons why, even though people have said, even on TikTok, I'm seeing, oh, business is weird. Even hairstylists, everybody's saying business is weird. What's happening is people want to be free. People are just staying in the house more. People are going through depression. People are trying to figure out what's going on. People are working in fear. But for the most part, people do not want to make appointments anymore. Like, appointments are like, appointments are like, oh my God, the devil. Appointments are the devil for people nowadays. I do not know where that's coming from. It's some mental thing going on. But I've had like 3 or 4 conversations, I kid you not, about people being very honest with me, saying they don't like making appointments, not just for nails, but for anything. They just don't like it. They can't really fathom what their life is looking. I think it's because people have been in such a certain state of mind for 2 years, almost 3 years. And so making appointments is like a mental block for a lot of people. That's the best way I can explain it. You said they really don't, and I don't understand why appointments are easy. Yeah, appointments are so easy, and I don't understand why people would opt in to go sit at a place and wait and not even know if you're going to get a person who's good versus somebody whose work and have a space designated for you to get exactly what you want and dedicated attention, and you know exactly the customer service and the quality that you're getting. It's a mental block, I think, for some people. Like, I had a really deep conversation with somebody. She was like in tears, just talking about how making any type of future plans has been stressing her out. So that conversation in particular was pivotal for my understanding, because I'm like, wow, being locked up in the house and being under this type of confinement for almost 3 years has really done a mental number on people in so many different ways. And we're going to continue to see how this has mentally affected a lot of people. We're going to see a lot more, I hate to say it, we're going to see a lot more shootings. We're going to see a lot more violence. We're going to see a lot more weirdness in the world because people have been shell shocked from living through a natural catastrophe. Seriously. Seriously. You said, but they got to make appointments for anywhere else, like the DOC, DMV, blah, blah, blah. Yep, they do. That's the government, though. So that's the government. With us, it's like, you too? Damn. And that might be a part of it too. I'm glad you said that, because that's probably a part of it too, because everything else has changed. Even to go out to a restaurant these days, you got to make appointments. You got to make reservations. You got to put cars down. Everything has to be scheduled. So we went through, we've literally gone from a period where everything was free, willy nilly, cuff of your sleeve sort of thing. And we were one of the few things you had to make appointments for, versus now everything has to be scheduled. Everything has an appointment. Everything has a new structure to it. And so since everything has a new structure, it is overwhelming some people to the point where they just rather go sit here and wait whenever they feel like it, whenever the mood strikes them. And I think that's really what has happened, because I can't explain it no other way. I cannot wrap my mind around why people would want to go someplace and sit in a dirty, greasy place in a lot of cases and get some subpar work versus going somewhere you know what it's like and you know what you're getting. That's the only way I can describe it, because this has been mind boggling for me. So, yeah. But like I said, and I've said it, even if you go back to some of my first videos, you have to be able to move with the times. And being a licensed nail tech, when I see that my money is not where I want it to be or where I'm used to it being, it's not a thing of, oh, I'm starving, but it's just like I have a certain ebb and flow to my personal life and how I do. And when I have heights where I'm like getting ahead of the game and putting money in savings and stuff like that. When it's not hitting those peaks like I need it to, I'm gonna make some adjustments. But being a licensed professional, I can do that. Now, that's not even what I want to talk about today, really, but that is something that I want to let you all know. Number one, I have kind of been testing out something, which is going and working in the spa. We'll see how that works. We'll know very soon. We'll know very soon. And then number two is I've been kind of asking people their thoughts on making appointments, and that has been a problem. Weird. But really, I want to talk about the experience. Let's talk about the experience, the importance of the experience, shall we? Now, working in a group environment, um, in a spa, people typically pay way more money. And when people are coming to spend more money with you versus going someplace where it's cheaper, they're coming for the entire experiences. Entire experience. There are little nuances, little bitty things that you are doing or offering them that they are not getting someplace else, because they can get it cheaper. They can definitely get it cheaper. So I'm just gonna make this a short story because it's getting late. But I worked with a group, and it was a group of family, and they were running late. The other technicians was running late. I was on schedule. So I walked over to the family and I said, "Oh, are you all the Smiths?" Right? And the father said, "Yes, I am Mr. Smith and this is my family." I said, "Okay, well, I have Tina." No, we're gonna say Lisa. I have little Lisa. She said, "I'm Lisa." So he said, "We're all together. Are we all gonna be sitting together?" And I'm like, "Yeah, you all be sitting together because it's a small area. So no matter what, when they come get you, you'll all be in the same area regardless." So I grabbed Lisa because I want to stay on schedule. I don't like getting off schedule. And just because everybody else is running behind or off schedule or they're confused, I'm going to try to keep going, because especially if I'm new, I'm already probably slower than them anyway, because they've been doing this. And so they can do it with their eyes closed, and I'm going to be a little slower. So it makes sense for me to start a little sooner. Right. So I went ahead and grabbed little Lisa and I got her started. Now everybody else finally caught up in the situation. But again, they've been doing this and they could do it with their eyes closed. So they can easily catch up to speed and still be on time because they do it with their eyes closed. When you work in a spa, it's the same services over and 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 over. I told you it's like working in a damn factory. Over and over and over and over and over. Once you got it, you got it. You don't even have to think about it, right? So, but I'm new. So they come in, but here's the problem. Here's the problem. Sometimes you can be so efficient, especially when working in a spa, that you lose your special touch. And I actually wrote a paper in college for my graduate degree. I wrote a paper on the spa experience and hiring the creative in a corporate setting. I literally wrote a paper in my behavioral behavioral studies class. I think I know I wrote a paper, but I don't remember which class it was. But I want to say it was behavioral management or something like that. Basically talking about how these companies try to get into the beauty business in one way or another, or people try to get into the entertainment business, and people try to take artists, because we're all artists, and they try to take artists and they try to put us in a corporate setting. And putting artists in a corporate setting is a moneymaker. But at the same time, putting artists in a corporate setting is a recipe for disaster for the artist. Because what happens is we lose our creativity, we lose our human touch, and we become a machine. Because we become so good at what we do, we become too good at what we do, and we forget why we're doing it. And it's about the human experience. And that is why people pay us more to come and get the same services that they can get down the street for 10, 15, maybe sometimes $20 less, 5, 10, 15, 20, whatever, however much you charge. People are coming to you for more than just the actual product, which is the basic, is the actual polish my nails, da 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 da. They're coming to you for more than that. They're coming to you for the whole enchilada. And so I digress. I'm gonna go back. So they were moving so fast trying to catch up to speed, but I started on time, right? Because I knew I was a little bit slower. And so I went through the steps and I was explaining what I was doing, because I felt bad anyway, because they were not starting at the same time, and that ruined the experience. See, that right there ruined the experience. So I took my time and I explained what I was doing and why I was doing certain things and what products were what and how it would benefit her. Da, 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 da. I had to take a step back. Even though I'm in a corporate setting, I still have to go back and make sure I have my human touch, right? So we did the feet, we did the hands, and I even put an extra touch on the hands and put a design. And in this spa, no one really does designs, but I did the design because I wanted to make sure I could tell that the person who was in charge of booking the appointments for everyone, I could tell that they were a little annoyed because they booked all the top services. They booked everything, the most expensive everything, and all the add-ons and everything. But I think they were a little bit annoyed because it was poorly orchestrated. It was poorly orchestrated. And people pay top dollar for things to be flawless. They pay top dollar beyond the product. They pay top dollar for the things beyond the product, the experience. And the experience was messed up. And so I tried to do what I could do in the experience to still make up for it. And what I want to tell you is this right here. At the end of the day, when I looked over my report for the day, that person tipped me $100. That was just the tip. $100 tip. A $100 tip. Because even though it was not executed flawlessly, like he paid top dollar to do, he acknowledged my efforts to try to make up for that with his daughter. I could not make those people do what they needed to do to make up for it, but I did my part. And he could hear what I was doing. He saw what I was doing. And I was the first one over there, and I still stayed on protocol, and I tried to go over and beyond what most do to make up for it. And I was rewarded for it. And so I'm not saying that to brag. I'm saying that to say, do not forget why people come and pay you more money, because they are coming for the experience. Do not forget your experience. People do not want to make appointments right now. Emphasize your experience. Emphasize what makes you different. Emphasize whatever. I talked about it. I still offer snacks, Snickers, da 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 da. And when I don't have it, people notice when I don't have it. When I run out of candy, people notice it. Little things like that make a difference, okay? Me being on time makes a difference. If I'm running a few minutes late, I let them know way up in the day, like hours ahead of time, like, hey, I'm going to be running a little bit behind. Is that okay with you? Those little things are part of the experience, okay? The things they don't get over there where they could pay less. That is what they're paying for. They're paying for the entire package. And so During these uncertain times, what you need to do, she had a good heart in what she was trying to say, but I'm telling you in more layman's terms, don't forget the small details that build up to the experience, okay? Don't forget about that. And if you lose some people during this time, use those small details to get in the new people. Use those small details to get in the new people. Do you offer a massage after you're done with every service on the hands? Say that. I stopped doing that, but say that. And then do a video of you giving the massage, you know, and then show the client smiling. No one does that anymore. That's something you could do to enhance the experience, to bring those people back to your chair. You can say something like, Artina has a 98.8 on time rate. Can you say that for the place that you go to? Book me now. Those are the little things that can bring people back into your chair. You have to find out a way to get in where the competition isn't. You have to find that. That is the experience. The experience will help you through these times. The experience will help you through these times because people right now are going through something mentally where they do not want to book. People are depressed. People are suicidal. People are anxious. People are uncertain of what's about to happen with all this inflation. They don't know how they're going to get back and forth to work with these gas prices and stuff. You need to be a beacon of light during this time of uncertainty. And so you need to dig deep into the business that you offer to people, and you need to remind them of why they came to you in the first place. And that is all I have to say. I feel like I don't have to go any further. I feel like I don't have to woo, 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 like she say I do. I don't have to do that. I feel like I've said all I need to say. Are there any questions or comments? I've said it all. Our team say yes. Hands up. Yeah, that's it. That's all. And then it's kind of late and I got to eat and I got to go to sleep. So, see if I have a job tomorrow. I don't know. So, yeah. I'm going to wait a second because I know it takes a minute for comments to come through. And then I'm going to hop off of here because I am really hungry. I only had like 3 little baby overpriced fish tacos today. That's all I had. So, yeah. I completely agree. The experience is major. It is. It's major key. The experience is major key. Like that is the key to really, 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 really keeping these people or getting new people. You say, glad to see me back. I am back. It's just that right now I'm in a transition period and I don't know if I'm going to be on this new thing permanently or not. But regardless, I am. And then also I started my Etsy store back up. My Etsy store is Vanilla Crush with a K. I had that back in 2012. It was really called Body Products. But I started back up an old business where I make a lot of resin products. So I've been kind of focusing on that too because I need, things are so weird right now. One thing I will tell any beauty professional, and most people have been in it for a long time, they will tell you that you need to have multiple streams of income. They could all be in this industry, but you don't want to just do just nails or just cutting hair, just whatever. You need to have some other ways to make money around it, even if it's making products, even if it's teaching classes, even if it's I don't know, but you got to have like other things that attach to what you specialize in. You need to be making money other ways within that. That is the way to always keep afloat. I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Okay? I'm not going to sit here in front like I'm just always booming with all these. That is not the case. I tell people it's ebbs and flows in this business. And a lot of people think they just doing the darn thing right now. Yeah, it's your time right now, baby. But everybody has like this. Everybody. I've seen some of the greatest people in this business slay 30 people in a day, don't even do it anymore because they didn't know what to do because they put all their eggs in one basket. The key to this industry is versatility and understanding your customer and understanding what's happening and being licensed so you can move around as needed. This business, anytime you're an entrepreneur, you have to be flexible. You have to be flexible. If you can only do this one thing in this one little box and you don't have any credentials, if anything were to happen, you just are ass out. And that's what you don't want. And that's why I tell people like make plans to get your license because with the license, it's so much more you can do. And on top of that, don't just stick to doing one type of nail. Like everybody just do long extendos. That's why I make fun. That's why I have the Shishi character, because Shishi only, she the coldest, but she in her mind thinks she cold. She the coldest. But in reality, Shishi is outdated. In reality, Shishi ain't the coldest. Shishi has a limited understanding of the industry and the business, all of that. And Shishi can only do one thing. And so you don't want to be Shishi in real life. You get what I'm saying? Shishi had her time back in the 90s. And Shishi is irrelevant today, but not in her head. But ask Shishi how where she live and who she live with, and how she really doing with all her knockoffs and stuff on. Love your channel. You give so much good advice. I try. God told me to talk, and that's what I do. And even YouTube. YouTube is a stream of income. It's like so many streams of income, even if they're small. $100 here, $100 there, 200 here, 500 there, 1,200 here, 1,000 there, 4,000 there. It all adds up to a pretty good thing. You get what I'm saying? I'm going to create some content about the experience I offer. Yes, that's what you should do right now. Create some content about the experience you offer. And that's why I've been talking since this channel existed about understanding who your customer is. Because if you watch my channel from the beginning till now, a lot of shit has happened. From the time I started this channel till now, a whole damn pandemic has happened where no one could work. That's why I told you, it's ebbs and flows in life, period. Since I started this channel, everything has happened. Everything was good. Everybody was getting money. Wasn't that many people trying to do nails. It was kind of like everything was going good. It wasn't saturated or anything like that. Since I started this channel, from you old heads, you know what I'm talking about. A pandemic has happened. Everybody got all this government help. And then everybody decided they wanted to finally play in nails because they ain't had nothing else to do. They got all this extra money from the government. All right? We couldn't go nowhere. We couldn't do anything. All of that. A lot has happened just since I started this channel. And what has happened is a lot of people forgot to identify and brand themselves. And so they're getting discouraged. And then a lot of these new people jumping in the industry and all they know how to do is extendos. That's all they know. But they're great at it. They are discouraging the people who've been in the business and been really in the trenches building their brand, because everything wasn't set up. I'm not saying anyone in particular. I'm just saying that I know that there are some people who are lost right now because they failed to really put in the work. They got too comfortable with everything just being so la-di-da. And then boom, pandemic out of nowhere. Hit us like boom. Nobody thought it was real, but it was real. And because people were too relaxed, they were not prepared. They were not prepared for all of that. I'll get my license next year. I don't need a license. Okay. But if you had been licensed, it don't even really matter about the license then. But I'm just saying, like, with the license, you could have went and worked somewhere. And if you would have been working somewhere, even now, if you would have been working somewhere in a spa with your license, did you know you could have collected unemployment? You still could have collected unemployment during this pandemic. But I'm just saying, like, a lot has happened. A lot has happened. And this is just one thing. If you stay in this long term, more things are going to happen. We don't know what's going to even happen by the end of this year, because they're saying the gas is going to be damn near over $7 by the end of August. So we don't even know how that's going to affect people and people going to work and people getting laid off, because everything is going to increase. Even something as simple as gas is going to affect everything, not just your clients. It's going to affect the cost of everything. We think chicken wings are high now. We think we can't get our hands on chicken and different things, baby formula, stuff like that. It's going to get worse as the price of everything rises up. It's a trickle-down effect, and it's called supply chain. But the supply chain is going to be continually bad. And they said we haven't seen the worst of it yet. And so that's going to affect how people spend money too. So as a business owner, or as an aspiring business owner, you have to get strategic and sit back and really take a look at the industry. Start asking people some questions. Think about what you have to offer and really drill down into it. It's no more being so comfortable and just so, what's the word? Entitled to the people that come to you. You got to get a little more into it. Maybe flip things on its ear, do things a little differently right now. You said you're looking into being a notary. That's good. Y'all been seeing that a lot on TikTok. Yep, being a notary. You have to have things like that in your back pocket because things get weird in this industry. And it's not just nails, it's anyone in the industry, period. Any entrepreneur, period. It doesn't even have to be in the beauty industry. Any entrepreneur can tell you that things get weird from time to time. You have to be able to spin it, spin it. And when things are good, don't spend all of your money. When things are good, pay down your debt. When things are good, put some money up. Because things in life, period, don't never stay the same. Things in the economy do like this. And so you have to kind of learn how to go with the flow. Still working on my henna, thinking of getting stencils. Oh, yeah. But let me tell you something, okay? So don't laugh. Because it's twofold to this. The henna, I gave you all that henna tip, and nobody has ever mentioned that in any video I've ever seen. Nail tech should be doing henna designs. Definitely should be doing henna. My clients now ask for henna. Some of them be begging for henna. I just don't be having time, or I be too tired. But henna is twofold because you should get the stencils, because what happens with the stencils is now you've created another form of income because you can go do vendor events. You welcome, Artina. You welcome. On top of increasing your income with your current clientele, you can go do vendor events. And stencils are really good for vendor events because you literally can spend less than 5 minutes with each person. Okay, so they are very cheap on Amazon. Very, very, very cheap. I just ordered some more stencils. And you can do them on people, and you can have them just order the stencils, and you go to the Dollar Tree. Listen to me. Go to the Dollar Tree, buy a binder with the plastic inserts, and you put the stencils in a sheet, and at the top you say these are $5, these are $10, these are $15, these are $20, whatever. And you go do vendor events. You get what I'm saying? And you can run through and do so many people with them stencils. And even on the kids, even if you put like a little spider on their face right there, okay, that's $5. But all you're doing is wipe their face with some alcohol or whatever, some cleanser, alcohol. So we're going to say witch hazel. Witch hazel was a good in between, right? So wipe their face with some witch hazel, right? Fan it, slap that stencil on, and put that henna paste or that jaguar paste on their face and say, okay, you're done. You see how fast that was? Under 5 minutes. You're done. Don't take that off for 20 minutes. And after 20 minutes, you just try not to touch it or wet it or whatever. And then it'll show up in 24 hours. Next. You see what I'm saying? So now you can participate in all the vendor events this year. All the vendor events. And this is the perfect time to do it. It's not even June. So now you can jump in on every vendor event. You can get on Eventbrite. You can get on Facebook Marketplace. You can get on Craigslist. You can get into vendor events. So you don't, even while you're drawing, you're laughing, but at the same time, get the stencils. I have stencils, and I put the stencils on my client's hand. They love it. Actually, the stencils turn out so perfectly, and I'm glad you said that because I'm going to do mine tonight when I get off the phone. As I'm eating, I'm going to stencil my hand because at my job, they like little stuff like that. So I'm going to do it, and yeah, get the stencils. And I use Jaguar, Jacqua, right? And then I use henna. Henna is more red brown. Jaguar is from henna is from a leaf, a plant, and jaguar is from a nut. Okay, but the difference is jaguar is black. Jaguar is black. Henna is brown. Yep. I'm glad you mentioned that because I have, and keep it in the refrigerator as well because it does go bad. Okay, you got to use it within like 5 months. It goes bad. Keep it in the refrigerator, especially right now when it's heating up outside. Okay, but that's actually an extra stream of income. And as an entrepreneur, that's how you have to think. And I'm so glad that you took me up on what I was saying because that's something no one is doing. And see, what you can do is say, I offer one free small henna for first-time clients. I offer free henna for first-time clients. You see what I'm saying? And then you can go do vendor events. And then you can start promoting the henna on there. And people want henna. And you never find Black people doing henna. Black people don't do henna. But if you go to events, Black people want henna, right? So henna is another stream of income that ties into what you currently do. It's a little gnat in here. See? That is how entrepreneurs work. Everybody just think that entrepreneurs just made it overnight. No. Like Steve Harvey said, hell, I slept in my car for 2 years trying to kill his gnat. I got it. We go through stuff and everybody just think we have so much money. No, we are entrepreneurs are people who make a way out of no way. That's what entrepreneurs are. We make a way out of no way, and we don't bust a sweat in front of people. And so people think we're not sweating. We're beyond sweating. We're crying, we're sweating, we're drinking, we're doing whatever behind closed doors. And everybody just think it's so easy. It's not easy, it's hard. And you got to be real creative. But everybody just think it's so easy and it just flows to us. We're just flexible. You got to be able to move with it. So yes, the henna, keep doing it. I'm glad you're doing it because nobody said they were doing it. Keep doing it. It's the perfect time. Find vendor events. Start putting it on your clients because it's the perfect time to put it on hands and feet. And you can definitely say, hey, do you want henna on your hands and feet for $15? And let me show you something real quick, Artina. And if anybody else wants to catch on. Not like that. Let me show you some shapes. Henna is the perfect add-on for nail techs because we are already creative. And this is all you have to do. Because the problem with henna, this is what I discovered. The reason why it seems like it's so hard, and it is an art and it's not easy, is because we're trying to do traditional henna. Traditional henna is hard, okay? Because it's hard. But let me show you some things real quick that you can do and you just connect the dots and make your own design. It's not traditional henna. And some people consider us doing traditional henna to be offensive, which I just learned. So let me just show you some shapes real quick that you can do with henna or jagua that you could just connect the dots with and do it and put it together different ways. So you could just take a circle and draw a circle. Circle different ways. Like even if you just did a circle, 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 circle. This is something I learned, and I'm just rushing. And then you draw a line down. This is on a person's hand. It doesn't have to be traditional. This is something that my friend's daughter brought up to my head. She was like, some people consider us doing traditional henna offensive because sometimes we are disrespecting them. So you could draw other things, right? So lines on top of circles, and then you can make big dots. I'm doing this real sloppy because I know I'm live, but I'm saying like stuff like this, you'd be surprised. And you do that down to the middle finger. And then on the middle finger, you can just draw one really big dot, then a medium dot, then a smaller dot, and a small. See what I'm saying? Something that simple you can put on someone's hand. What we forget is that people, I'm going back to the experience. People like the experience. People like the fact that you're drawing something on their skin that's going to show up and stay for a week. And we're so worried about the perfection of it and the perfection of it and the detail of it, and they're happy with whatever. So that's one thing. Swirls, lines, and then dots on the swirls. So even, and let me show you another one that I learned, and I was like, oh, that's real easy. You could do this on the top part of the person's hand right here. And this is for anyone. See how I did that? You could do this. You could draw something this quick. And this is kind of traditional, but it's easy. And then what you do is right here in every area, you just make big smushes, big dots, big dots, big dots, big dots, big dots, 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 dots. See? See? You could do that right there on somebody's hand, and that's fast. So lines and dots again. And then right here at the middle, down the middle finger or all the fingers, you just draw lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And just make them get shorter and shorter and shorter. That will start to look like henna like you're a professional as well. We have to fake it until we make it. The point right now is you need to make money and supplement your income till you figure out how to get things back to an even keel. This is what you do. Did that help? I hope so. I think that's sticking. Yeah, you said my pressure be on and off. That's the problem. That's why a lot of people don't do it, because it's not as easy as it looks. Because coming out of that little cone, it's a pressure situation. And so when you're trying to do those intricate designs, it's not as easy as it looks. And so these are things that you can do that are easy. And even if you mess up, it's still going to be decent. You get what I'm saying? They're just happy. The point is, they're just happy that you're sitting there giving them attention and drawing something unique on their hands, the experience of it all. So when you see them, you take their hand, you just say, okay, how are you doing today? Okay, I'm just going to spray you down, clean you. And then while you're talking, while you're doing it, just say, just tell them, like, let me tell you a couple little tricks. You need to leave this on if you're doing henna, you need to leave this on your hand as long as possible. You need to leave this on your hand as long as possible. With henna, the longer, the better. After, if you can tonight, try not to even wet it tonight. If you can, if you get home, if you have some lemon juice. See, I'm a studier. I will stay up all night and figure out something, okay? Because I like to know what I'm talking about. If you have some lemon juice and sugar, mix that up. And once this starts to fall off and flake off, this, you could be saying all this while you're drawing. Once it starts to fall and flake off, mix some lemon juice and some sugar and rub that on the finished henna design. It's going to look very light at first, okay? It's going to take about 12 to 20 hours to finally show up in your skin and embed itself in your skin, but that lemon juice is going to help stain it in. If you can, try to wrap your hands in some saran wrap, okay, overnight while you're sleeping, and when you wake up, it's definitely going to be darker. Another thing that people don't know about henna and jagua is that people think that you shouldn't get any after it stains. After it stains, the key to making jagua and henna stay on is moisture. It's the opposite after it cures. So the key to making it stay is actually coconut oil. Coconut oil is the best oil, but any oil you have in your house will be good, because the reason why henna and jagua wear off the skin is because our skin sheds daily. Right? And so if you get ashy and layers of your skin are shedding off, so does the pigment. It comes off as well. So if you can moisturize your skin in the morning, right? You can wash your hands, and after that, after it stains, you can wash yourself as normal, but don't scrub that area, because you're trying to keep those skin cells on the skin. And so the best way to keep the skin cells from flaking off the skin is moisture. So any type of oil or anything you have, it will make it last longer. And if they do it every day, it can last up to 2 weeks. But most people fall off after the first few days. But if they oil their skin every day, it will stay up to 2 weeks. And that's what people don't know. The lemon juice and sugar, the acidity and the pH balance in that helps to stain it better. And after it stains, the coconut oil or whatever oil to keep it moisturized helps it to last longer. You see what I'm saying? And I'm a nail tech. And you see how much I know about henna? This is what it takes to be an entrepreneur. Anything that you're going to attach on to what you do, you need to learn that and sound like an expert as well. So that's another form of income that can always come your way. And that's legal. There's nothing illegal about doing that. That's a legal form of income. So get the stencils, look at YouTube videos, practice. If you have a mannequin hand that you do nails on, you should be doing henna on that same hand. That's the same hand I practice on. It's the same exact hand, or practice on your own hand. And I'm glad you said that, because I'm going to put some on myself tonight. So when I go to work this week, I'll be standing out. Yeah. Definitely going to get the stencils. Yep. Thank you. I like the idea that I can use my own creative designs in addition to traditional designs. Fire, stones. Okay. Listen, here's another one too that I saw. When I do something, I want to do it good. So if I can't get it, it's going to be on my mind until I get it. Like, I will stay up all night. I won't even go to sleep. I won't go to sleep for days until I figure out something. I'm just obsessive like that. So here's another one. So we got lines, dots, and swirls, right? It don't have to look like traditional henna. Here's another one, triangles. I saw a girl do this. I was like, that was genius. And it looked good when she finished. Oops, shit. Wait, hold on. Let me start on this sheet paper. Triangles. See that? Triangles. Followed by a thick line. I'm just saying, these are things you could put together. Trying to get your mind out of the traditional henna design, right? And then you could do one big triangle if you wanted to, coming down to the middle finger. And then what you could do is put dots all around, dots all around, dots all around, dots all around. That big triangle, right? And then you can start crisscrossing the big triangle and then putting dots inside the big triangle. That's a henna design right there, believe it or not. You don't see the dots right here, but it would be dots everywhere. Everywhere it's a connecting point, you put a dot. You put dots at the top here, on the side here. That's still henna. We don't have to do traditional henna. We could do the designs that is good and easy for us, and we could just put it together like we do everything else when clients come sit in our chair and ask us to be creative. It's the same thing. And then you come down the middle finger and do your lines and dots and your triangles and your swirls different ways. You see what I'm saying? Down to the dot. And you could just do it on each finger. And then you have another henna design. It's still going to come out fire, I swear. Okay? And that's it. That's it. That's it. So I'm done. And it's been over an hour and it's getting late and I do got to get up in the morning. So let me eat and go to sleep. But I hope this live was good. I'm sorry I stayed away so long. There has been a reason. It's been a lot of life changes. Not even quite sure that the life changes are complete. They're not complete. So I will keep you all posted. And I'm going to go ahead and get out of here because I need to eat. And I'm sleepy, tired. I got to prepare. And I don't know what this week holds. So, all right. Thank you so much for watching. Share, tell a friend, hit the like button, please, because it helps the algorithm, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye.